Hello guys, Dr. Paris Hilton there, and today we're back for another analysis after these 2 months of hiatus. So I didn't want to delve this early in very hard, like difficulty 18, ending 5, IS5 or even IS6, so I wanted to try something a bit light today. So this is a run made by Hecope, who is another fellow French guy on my Discord. So he's not a new player per se, but he's also not an advanced player either. He's sort of in between, I would say, but he hasn't played a lot of IS6. As you can see, he's only level 59. So don't worry guys, I will also come back to all the other runs that have been submitted on my Discord, but I just wanted to do something light after so many weeks without doing a single analysis. So this is a run in, I believe, the difficulty 3, and yeah, we're gonna see how it works. So this is a very recent run too, which is also why I decided to pick this one, because well, this is the same meta that we are in right now. So this is IS6 and post extension 2. So yeah, let's go. Knowledge, interesting choice. Knowledge is not a squad that I really like, because it's a squad that gives you 1 billion operator, which means it's a squad that says you don't really need that much hope. But there's 2 issues with this. First one is you will get random operators, which, well, you can get Scotty, you can get Lessing, you can get Carnelian. Okay. And second is, okay, you're not gonna have an issue with hope, but you're gonna have an issue with everything else. So I can say I like Knowledge Squad. It's actually, among all the squads I've tested, it's definitely one of the funniest, but definitely one of the weakest one, I would say too. So it's kind of weird, but let's see. Alright, so here the objectively best choice is probably Water Kettle. Actually, he hasn't upgraded the Ageless Erudition enough, so he can't choose Radiant and another 6-star. Huh, interesting. Still picking the Hope, okay. Flexible. Top Operator is... ooh! You can see it's very recent too, because, well, that's WONDERLANDS. Actually, this run was posted like yesterday. Alright, free WONDERLANDS, why not? It's clearly not the worst one he could have gotten. Alright, Specialist, Supporter, Vanguard. Well, the best choice here would be something like Exousia Altar, whatever Supporter, and either Snegurozka or Beanstalk. Alright. Let me see his other supporters, by the way. So level 30, level max Gladia, so E2 Gladia, and that's about it. So Weedy is not built, Ascalon is not built, like, at all. Yeah, like, that's the account of a new player, weirdly enough. Looking for a support Exu, sure. And ended up picking his own, but alright. Caster, wait, his 4-stars weren't built? Oh yeah, his 4-stars aren't built at all, okay. Alright, sure. Myrtle. Okay, Myrtle in IS6 is probably not the best pick in terms of Vanguard. I would say Beanstalk and Snegurozka are better in most cases. Also, for those who watched it, I completely disagree with Supa when he says that Snegurozka is bad even in IS, but that's for a completely different video. Alright, the Diane don't really matter at this point. Wakamas to market. When you have the choice between Wakamas and another, you should pick Wakamas because it has a Statue Geist, but it's really not easy to clear at this point. The Statue Geist in Wakamas is very hard to clear. There is a way to do it if you can stall the rats with fish, with S2 Radiant, with fish that will attack in the opposite direction of where the rats come from. So you can infinitely stall the rats this way. It can be done. Is it something you should do every time? Not really. Again, it's only for 4 original ingots. It doesn't matter that much. I'm not sure about S1 Bologna, particularly for Wakamas. I would have gone for S2 anytime there.
I'll handle it.
Deploying Bologna in the range of the statue geist. Okay. There was no need to do that. You should have probably deployed Bologna like here and facing up to clear the chest. And then when you have enough DP, you activate the statue geist, you deploy Exu facing right here, and you destroy the statue geist.
Real estate.
Why? I mean, yeah, sure, it works, but you could have also destroyed the statue guys by simply deploying her here. Okay, kinda weird.
Question. I have to get serious now. Captain Castle.
Well, I guess he's not getting the statue guys. He could have easily gotten it, by the way. I mean, not necessarily easily, but because the issue with the Exu is if you deploy her here facing right, she's gonna attack basically every rat that is gonna spawn, and destroying the statue guys is gonna be a nightmare. So that's why in this case, it's not a bad idea to deploy her left or even up, because this way she will only attack the rats that will spawn here or there. Alright, extremely easy, could have gotten the statue guys as well, but it is what it is.
Accomplished.
Specialist, that's good, so you want to conserve it to E2 the Exu at the next Pathfinder. Battle and Shift or Battle Rain? Usually I prefer Battle and Shift, but Rain is not bad. Like among all the leftmost, rightmost Vajari, I would say that it's probably one of the best one in terms of defense, simply because, well, most enemies in IS6, they are arts damage, so the one that say increase the defense are meaningless, and those that say increase HP are actually decent. Sure. Okay. Going for the emergency, getting the bear, good. I mean, good. It's an extremely, like, not easy encounter, but doable encounter when you have Radiant, but without Radiant is actually a bit hard. Still using S1 Bologna, huh? I'm really not sure I understand. S2 would be much better there. I probably would have deployed Myrtle either here or there simply to have at least a blocker, because you're probably not gonna even use a skill once.
Okay, this is awkward, but I'm the only one who knows how to handle the chaos I created. Apple pie with chorizo!
Alright, I'm really not sure if we can kill the bear. Maybe in this difficulty, because I wouldn't have expected this guy to melt this much. With only E1 Exucii in higher difficulty, this is actually not that easy. Particularly if you have like risk tone bows that are tossed that increase the defense and stuff.
Don't worry, you got me. We're counting on you again today, little apple.
Rip.
This is the price you pay.
Alright, Bear is changing path, and now this is gonna be a nightmare.
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
Yep. Yep, really not ideal. Usually you would probably want to keep Exio's skill to get the shield precisely to resist the attack of these two guys, and you also definitely want to deploy as much blockers as possible to block the upcoming slugs. Even if it's Myrtle, it doesn't matter.
To devise a plan to eradicate all
Life points.
possible threats.
Battle Good Harvest or Risk Food and Remedy. I haven't tried that much. I haven't tried Food and Remedy that much. On paper, it sounds extremely strong, particularly for some maps in the Remnant of Consciousness. I don't know. I feel like it's a really good tongue bow, but hard to pull off sometimes. But yeah, it's extremely good. Good Harvest is also pretty good, I guess. Oh, there was a bug. I think he picked a Good Harvest. Alright, emergency to market is not that easy of a stage. Enemies are extremely tanky, there are invisible enemies, there's a statue geist. It's not an easy stage, particularly again without Radiant.
We Need some lighting? All good. This light.
I'm not sure why he keeps on deploying Myrtle so close to the blue box and so far away from all the enemies. Here, only to get a Nexu target, I would have probably deployed her here, maybe?
Out of my head will illuminate
And also, it's one of the stages, since it's emergency, where I would have probably gone with S2 Myrtle, because, well, you probably want some healing there, I would say.
the path ahead.
I haven't seen the video, but I'm pretty sure he's... we're gonna see.
As long as it doesn't die out. I don't think it will. Probably.
And again, probably S2 below there. I'm not sure why he keeps on insisting to use S1 below there, but sure. Why isn't he deploying Exu? You want to deploy Exu as fast as possible, either because you want to redeploy her afterwards to kill other enemies, or simply to charge her skill.
Guys.
Yeah. It's kind of weird. With this current positioning, he probably should have deployed the caster like here, and immediately after like Exu, maybe like here facing left, or he should have deployed the caster at the same time as Exu and used the shield of Exu to protect the caster and steal her attack speed, but alright. I'm not sure what he's doing.
Okay, this is awkward, but I'm...
It really is awkward.
We're counting on you again today, little apple. I knew you'd get right. That's traditional.
Alright. Should have done this since the beginning, but alright.
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
Non preoccuparti, penserò io alla tua famiglia quando non ci sarai più.
I knew you'd come straight to me, leader. I knew
See? Bellone died.
you'd come straight to I knew
And Myrtle too, so S2 would have probably be much better there.
you'd come straight maybe you didn't come straight
It's alright, only -1 and
to me.
it's fine.
But don't forget to pay my fee straight away.
Mission accomplished.
So we'll have to devise a plan to
Nice
eradicate all.
point. Children of the Walls, it's a bit too early for this. Good match is insane, it's one of the best Tongbaos in the entire game. Like, unconditional plus 60% attack is fucking stupid. Like, yeah, there's a condition, the condition is enemies get stronger, but you don't care. So, supporter. Let's see this rogue trader. So, Nutri Paste is fine. Quick Beast Transport is insane. Alright, so probably this medic voucher, so don't care. I would simply take 2 Origin Ingots and buy the Nutri Paste and the Transport. Transport is insane. It's like, I think, plus 5 ASPD for every cannon gas up to a maximum of 10 or something. So yeah, plus 50 ASPD if you have at least 10 cannon gas, which is extremely easy to achieve. I wouldn't have done that. Like, sure, Typhon's good, but alright. Alright, at least bought the transport, that's fine. Medic, sure. I don't think he necessarily needs a medic if he has the S2 Myrtle, but alright. And also, you probably shouldn't buy vouchers that are not absolutely necessary in this rogue trader, in my opinion, for a simple reason is that you're going into the Wander into Wonderland just after. And in the Wander into Wonderland, you're gonna check the shops and they may have vouchers, or you may get vouchers in Retrieve nodes, or you may get vouchers in Legend nodes. So there's an extreme amount of ways to get vouchers in the Remnant of Consciousness. I'm not even talking about the fight, because you can do any fight on the first Wander into Wonderland. But still, you're gonna get a lot of vouchers in the Remnant, even if you're going in the Remnant for the first time. So yeah, I'm not too sure about buying this medic voucher. There was an argument to E2 Exu right here, so that if you have a lot of fights, which he can't know in advance, it could have been useful to E2 the Exu to deal with the fights, but alright. Let's see. 2 retrieves, 2 legends. Okay. This one is... See? Now I think he has reached the limits of recruitment vouchers. And if you get inside this node, you're gonna lose the value. So yeah, he shouldn't have done that. Original ingots. Legend nodes are not ideal because a lot of legend nodes recover your HP, so you want usually to enter legend nodes when you have already spent some HP in the shop. Alright, not this one. Actually, yeah, this one. See, for example, this one. I'm saying not this one because usually it's something you do with Radiant to get other stuff, but whatever, he doesn't have Radiant. Alright, checking the doubts, that's a really good thing. What was the other conditions? 50 or more Iridium ingots? Honestly, he should have waited. He should have waited to get 50 or more Iridium ingots because this is a condition that is easy to meet. If you enter a doubt node and you know the condition to get the 2 collectibles is eventually easy to meet. What I mean by eventually easy to meet is get 4 Yanis operators or have 50 or more Iridium ingots. These are relatively easy to meet. There are some that are actually pretty hard. Like for example, getting 12 hope is not easy, but most of them are actually pretty easy. Like getting 15 max life points is actually pretty easy. There's a lot of ways to get max life points. So yeah, I'm not too sure about clicking on this right away, but Orange Storm is fine. It's not upgraded, but it's still fine. See, for example, in this case, 12 or more hope is not easy to do, but at the same time, no, he's gonna spend all of his hope in the next Pathfinder, so at the beginning of floor 2, so yeah, in this case, I can understand one of the 2 options. Undulation, okay, it's completely useless at the moment. Alright, he tossed the Ascent, which is unfortunate, because, well, there's a scouting, there's a Wander into Wonderland and there's no fight, unless he wants to do the Operation Scout and Wander. That's an option. That's honestly an option, because, well, the Scout is already gonna refund 2 coupons out of 3. I believe in this difficulty it's actually even 2, I'm not sure, it might be 2. But anyway, yeah, if he wants to get some value from the Ascent, maybe try to get this fight and then go vertically to the Scout and then in the Wander into Wonderland. So he doesn't want the fight. I wouldn't have done that. I would have done the fight just to get the value from the Ascent. Penance, sure. Radiant, and I'm looking at his account to see what he has. This Tragodia, Scalialta, okay. E2XU. Calcit.
The anti-original.
Okay. I mean, he has so much hope that he can. It's just not something I would do instantly. Again, this is difficulty 3 and he has an E2 Exucii. He doesn't need that much unit for the Remnant of Consciousness right now, so in terms of medic, I would have simply picked Pure Stream simply because she's in these. But, alright. And here I wouldn't have picked Myrtle. Like, honestly, Myrtle is not gonna do shit in the Remnant of Consciousness. I would pick Beanstalk or Snegorochka any day. Alright, sending rate. What? Why? What the fuck? Huh? What the fuck are you doing? Why didn't he send Radiant? What? He could have sent Radiant and he would have gotten the E2 Radiant back in the Remnant of Consciousness. I think he's way too focused on the lighting a candle thing. This is not something you should look for. I mean, yeah, he has the beast and stuff, but it doesn't matter. Like, you're gonna get 10 kind of guests by the end of the run anyway. So no, this was extremely bad. You want to use the scouting node to E2 your operators, also to simply because they're gonna get back with coupons. So no, absolutely never do that. This is by far the biggest mistake so far. Like there are some small mistakes, like for example the pathing, the medic voucher that was a bit weird. Okay, these are small mistakes, but this is an extremely huge mistake. Wonderland. What are you doing? No, Wonderland!
I will correct any flawed decisions that occurred.
Carry on with your war room business.
Sitting around
Don't tell me he's not going into the Wonderland to
in
Wonderland.
an office won't bring about justice. That's one thing.
Okay, so scratch what I said just before. This is by far the biggest mistake. When you can go into Wonderland, and you can because you always see the map, it's not like it's size 4. You go into the Wonderland. Like, it's not even a debate. It's not even a debate. Like, going into the Wonderland to Wonderland and Pathfinders is literally what any player does. So, okay.
Contempt for the law is a crime. The words of my codex will
Spiky
prove their own
chest.
worth.
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
Exo 2 can take care of spiky chests.
Stay silent and wait.
Okay.
I knew you'd come apple pie with char soup.
Relax.
Alright,
Their
this is not really an interesting stage. Let's just see how he's gonna take care of this guy.
will be paralyzed as long.
No. In order to take care of this guy, there's a way simpler way to do that. You simply wait for this guy to reach this point, at which point you simply deploy your summon, and he's gonna fall in the hole. That's it. He's gonna fall in the hole, because, well, both the summon and this guy can stand on the same tile, so he's gonna fall in the hole. And that's it.
Vaunted glory will not bring about any substantive change. It matters more what we do after the trial. Doctor, I've seen what you've done, and find it praiseworthy.
Palace. Yep. Now you see why I don't really like this squad much. He's still using Belone as a swan for some unknown reason. Also, what did he do there? So he doesn't want to go in the Wonder. This is... Okay, no. This is by far the biggest mistake, even if I said this before, but this is the biggest mistake. Ignoring the Wonder into Wonderland.
Let's go. Okay, this is awkward, but don't worry, you got me.
Alright, that's not really an interesting stage, so I'm simply gonna skip, I
I'll
think.
handle it.
Their comms will be paralyzed as long as I'm here.
Alright, there's a bait, sure.
I say hello.
Or
Mission accomplished.
A trial in all its vaunted glory will not bring about any substantive change. It matters more what we do
Regular Exu. Regular Exu is usable, I would say.
after the trial. Doctor, I've seen what you've done, and find it praiseworthy.
Alright, getting as much fights as possible. Again, I'm not sure if that's that good of an idea, because yeah, he's saving a lot of vouchers, and then he's gonna quickly realize that he can't save that much, unfortunately.
All units, double check the status of your anti-original.
Ooh, there's a mimic.
Verified all alike enemy signal detected. All units,
Probably should have deployed the fish just one time on the right, because, well, now he has a talisman.
prepare for battle.
Why there? Like, okay, sure, you can snipe this guy with his two, but why there? You should have simply deployed it here.
I'm here to help.
Sorry,
Why Myrtle? No, simply deploy a fish.
they're taking their way out, but a trap I set for.
Not there. Alright.
Oh, I have to get serious now.
Leave it to me.
Real estate question.
Okay, so he wants to activate the mimic. Yeah, I mean, X-Walter is E2. She's probably gonna destroy the mimic right away, so it's not really an issue.
This wonderful realm or a panoramic view.
Easy. Alright.
Mission accomplished.
Weird placement decisions, but sure.
Stragglers will return for revenge. So we'll have to devise a plan to eradicate all...
Aquity works with his Belone, so it's not that bad. And between Long Road and Catching Wind, I really like all the new balance strongbows that say plus 40 ASPD when deployed in a certain direction. A lot of operators have like a global range around them anyway, like Hoshigo Monsters is 3. So in these cases, it literally doesn't matter in which direction they are facing. So yeah, I really like this one. This one is when facing up to, which is, I don't have an in-depth analysis of which one is the best among the 4 ones. This one is probably decent, I would say. Ooh, he took Flower Long Road. I would have taken the other one. It's not bad, like it's some stats on the leftmost and rightmost, but second one is so easy to do that, yeah. Fear meta. Alright, necklace advancement for Broken One. Yeah, definitely necklace. Alright, Pathfinder, ooh, this is a bad adjustment. The Pathfinder is at the bottom and he has used all of his coupons, and now he can go to the Pathfinder and to the Wander to Wonderland. This is why you never want to do what he did on floor 2, that is to say, using his coupons to like do some fights that don't want him with anything. If he had gone to the Wander, he could have done some fights with like his Exalters S2, gotten some coupons, and now he would probably be able to go both to the Pathfinder and to the Wander in order to do it again. Also, this path would have been very good, like this Pathfinder, then Scouting, which is good, an Emergency, which is good, and the Wander, which is, well, it's a Wonder. So yeah, really bad decisions there on floor 2, most notably. Alright, the way Hui should be easy enough. Like, literally, this stage can be pretty much solo if you deploy Exusai here, and then you deploy Radiant and a summon facing up here or left here. Usually probably facing up here, otherwise left, the fireballs are gonna destroy the fish eventually.
Double check the status.
But yeah, Exu here and Radiant wherever, like here, and a fish facing up, and that's it.
Of your anti-Originium equipment.
Don't worry, you got me.
A bit too defensive to my taste.
I knew you could fucking.
This is a dangerous fish there, because, well, you are taking burn damage because of this. Alright, he removed it.
I will hand down a fair verdict.
Okay, kind of weird. Because, as you can see, this one is gonna stop, and yeah. I would deploy it here anytime, facing up. But anyway.
With brute force alone. I've been saddened. There's no controlling the battlefield with brute force alone.
And see, now that Exusai isn't deployed here facing left, these guys can go through.
I am fighting for more than just the law. Also, there is no such thing as absolute justice, but I still invoke it.
So yeah, penance is useless there. Yep.
I've intercepted. Sadly, there's no controlling the battlefield with brute force alone.
Mission accomplished.
Alright, there were way more efficient placements, I feel, but sure. In higher difficulty, these placements would be a nightmare to handle.
I'll review it when we get back.
Specialist, sure. See, he now has 17 hope. Cool. That's very useful for... yeah. Alright, return to your roots with Radiant. Even non-E2 is an absolute joke.
Contempt for the law is a crime. The words of my codex will prove their own worth.
Okay, this is awkward, but I'm the only one who knows how to handle the chaos I created.
Sure.
Divine Judgment Traditional!
This gavel of justice is waiting. Can crimes be punished through methods outside of the law? There is no such thing as absolute justice.
Alright, I guess. Usually you would deploy your Radiant here or there, most notably here, and deploy like one fish here, one fish here, one fish here, and one fish here, and that would be enough for most of the stage.
I will hand the report to the
Caster,
Doctor.
let's see. I see Ifrit Nymph, I see Unbuilt Nymph, and the only caster he has is Ifrit? Yeah, I seem to have, well, mistaken. I thought he was more advanced and had more operators, more built operators. Seems like I was mistaken. Alright, let's see if waiting has paid off, because, well, if you wait with these operators, you're gonna, well, they're gonna get rerolled, basically. So let's see. Who is fine? Cool, Alpha is fine. Wait, is that the X module that is selected by default? Why? That's fucking stupid. Anyway, also he has Undulation, so yeah, pretty good. Flame Tail is... yeah. It's a unit. She does stuff. Chaobai is really good though. He's not going for any form, but Chaobai is extremely good. Alright, Gladia. And Amia. Could be worse. I see the whistle. Risk toll for roads is really good when you have a lot of coupons. If you don't, it's fucking useless. What else is there here? Worn out group photo is fine. Advancement for casters, I guess, is okay now, but really the only thing that strikes me here is the Great Tomb Whistle and maybe the Defender Voucher if he has a Hoshigoma Altar, I'm not sure. Protraction is kinda whatever. Another palace. Why would you buy it? You have 0 coupons. And he's not buying the Tomb Whistle. Guys, he's at the end of floor 3 and he has gone into one Wonder into Wonderland. I can understand why this video is over soon.
Need so many hands with me. Those on standby, just watch us work.
Real estate question.
Alright, not ideal because of the talismans. Usually how I approach this stage is I deploy Radiant here and deploy one fish here facing bottom and one fish here facing up. So this way, usually the fish are gonna be the target. Even if the fisher can somehow teleport my Radiant, I simply deploy another fish here. And this way, well, the fish is gonna be the new target. And I use the other units like here, here, and here to simply block the other enemies.
This wonderful realm, or a panorama view. Oh, which did you want again? Apple pie with jar soup! Any instructions? They elect a shooting star. That's what they
Because see now, Exo's dead, and what is he gonna do?
say. Feels fresh every time when someone gives
A true battlefield. This is the right place to settle things. Within sheath, this is your excuse for evil?
Relax, their comms will be paralyzed as long as I'm here.
Alright, good fish.
Leave it to me.
And another good fish, which begs the question, why didn't he do that from the beginning?
I've eaten joy a little solar surgeon to the information silo.
The roNE cell helped.
Mission accomplished.
Alright.
Tell Doctor, you want my evaluation? Dandy and Daxi have
Bloodshed, really good. All enemies have only half HP is really good. Tactile token is fine. It's fine, but I don't feel like rerolling nodes into Rogue Traders. I feel like getting into Rogue Trader in IS6 is easy enough. Like, it's good because it's a reroll Tongbell, so with this you can prevent getting into Beyond Mountain Sea, but that's
already
about it. The choice between E2 Penance, E2 Bologna, E2 Gladia, E2 Calcit, E2 Radiant as well. I think he has Acuity. I don't know. I would probably E2 WONE. Seems like the best option overall there.
The anti-original.
Carla is not bad, I guess. Ooh, Soldier's Edge. Soldier's Edge is another one of these collectibles that was released and actually creates an entire meta around it because this thing is extremely powerful. Gunmother's Token is also really good, but like Soldier's Edge is Soldier's Edge. Alright.
I'll join in.
Let's see this floor. There's a Pathfinder at the bottom, so you obviously want to go at the bottom. But at the same time, he's gonna tackle an emergency and he hasn't gone to any remnant of consciousness, so this may not be pretty.
I'd rather operate solo.
Alright, Cultured should be easy enough. Should?
Relax.
Why? No. Again, you should have deployed like a shelter here facing left or right. Left if you want to destroy the enemies that are gonna come here, or right if you want to destroy the enemies there. Probably right, I would say. But and in the meantime, block here with Flame Tail.
Their comps will be.
Can your eyes keep up?
What is he doing? Okay, no, this is absolutely not how you're supposed to handle the stage. So these things are gonna create platforms, which the pseudomoots are gonna eat. So if you hurry up and don't let the statue guys create any of these things, there won't be any platform. And what happens if there's no platform? The pseudomoots will simply go there, there, and there, and fall in the hole. So what you want to do is prevent these guys from spawning either by activating the statue geist or by destroying it, which is why usually on this stage you want to open with something able to destroy the statue geist, and then you're set. There's literally no more danger in this map afterwards.
Doctor, what kind of message do you want me to transmit?
Okay.
Alright, and now he's doing it, so again, why didn't you do that earlier? I feel like I've said this 3 times already.
Hey, this is awkward, but I'm the only one who knows how to handle the divine judgment conditional. I knew you'd come straight to me, leader.
Alright, the thing's dropped in the hole, that's really good.
Dew falls heavy.
Alright, from this point on, there's basically no danger anymore, so I'm simply gonna skip. So the video is still 7 minutes long, so I assume he's gonna die at the emergency. Which emergency is this gonna
Even
be?
to the very end, I do not know why those people drew their blades. Perhaps even they did not know themselves.
See, this is one of the cases where you probably want to E2 the Radiant right away, because the E2 Radiant is it's a really huge help. Yeah, okay. Alright, exemplary service shouldn't be that bad.
I don't need so many hands with me. Those on standby, just watch us work.
Okay, this is awkward, but I'm the only one.
Deploying Exu facing bottom? No. Usually I would deploy Exu here, yeah, sure, deploying left. Or there, deploying left. Like any of these 4 ties, indeed, but deploying left. Simply because there's a lot of enemies spawning here, and you want Exu to snipe them right away. In this map, the earlier you kill the enemies, the longer their path to the blue box with the talismans they leave, the longer this path is gonna be. So yeah, you want to snipe them right away.
Who knows how to handle the chaos I created?
I'll handle it.
Verified all elite units in position. Everything's fine. Don't worry.
Don't take the balloon and say
Alright, finally using his tool.
Apple pie with yourself!
I'll manage them right away. Have I granted you the
Should have been the reflex should have been fish first, particularly since the fish can do 3 hits in 1 attack as long as S2 Radiant is activated.
permission to run away, I pray?
Monster.
You're asking me to try to repay your debt.
Alright.
Doctor, I'll jam their signals while the rest of you move.
Okay.
Don't take the balloon and say
come straight to me. But don't forget to pay my fees,
Doctor, sorry, this isn't the way out. The trap I set for you.
The balloon sailed.
Broad sky shattering!
Playtime's over.
Alright, really not ideal as you can see, and also not using Hoheyak, which is probably a big mistake, particularly since you can change her module to Alpha, instead using Penance, which is completely useless on this map.
Within sheet to this Lord's use for evil.
Mission
Yep.
accomplished.
We can't afford even a single loss.
Alright, so Crook Path or Risk Study. I don't really like Risk Study, even when you know you can upgrade it. Crook Path, in my opinion, is pretty good if you know you're at the end of the run, which is not the case. Honestly, I would pick Crook Path just for the objective shield. Also, it's a green Tongbao, so it's not like there's an issue to pick it because, well, of the edge. Right. Let It All Out Emergency is, in my opinion, if we exclude Beyond Mounted Sea, which is Beyond Mounted Sea, I would say it's the hardest emergency of IS6, honestly. It's extremely complicated. There's like invisible enemies, there are enemies, the spinning guys that can like 1 or 2 shots your range operators. It's extremely dangerous. So it's a very dangerous stage. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's the stage where he actually loses. Which seems to be the case.
I don't need so many hands with me. Those on standby, just watch us work. Leave it to me. You're as convicted trying to repay your debt.
Can your eyes keep up?
Lose the prey.
Okay.
Honestly, the only chance he would have is to deploy Radiant somewhere where he knows he wouldn't take that much damage from these guys, which is already something extremely difficult to achieve, because these guys hit literally every range operator on the map. And then you deploy the fish to both make these guys jump and reveal these guys temporarily, so Exu can kill them in the meantime.
This is awkward, but
Which doesn't work on this guy, obviously.
Playtime's over.
I knew you'd come straight. Apple pie with jar soup!
Dew falls heavy. Grass bends low.
Monster.
Beyond substance this Lord's use for evil.
Yep, makes sense.
Relax, their comps will be paralyzed.
Leave it to me.
Mission failed.
Alright, and that's the end of the run. So what can I say about this run? There are some major issues about pathing. Like, Wander into Wonderland and Pathfinders are by far the best nodes in the game, and you need to pick Wander into Wonderland whenever you see it. Even if you don't want to enter it right away because you know you absolutely can do it, which was absolutely not the case here, you still go into the Wander into Wonderland, choose to simply get the candle and not use them and not enter the Wonder, but you still need to go to the node. Also, the positioning was, in a lot of cases, pretty dubious or even downright bad. Like, the positioning was pretty bad. There were a lot of cases where the stage where he deployed the fish and they kept on getting hit with the talismans from the potion guys. Yeah, like, simply use the fish as a ranged attack but on melee ties and everything will be fine. Or even here where he could have deployed some fish to reveal the guys and he didn't do it. Unfortunately, couldn't really analyze the positioning in the Realm of Consciousness, but in the regular map, it was pretty bad. It's not as bad as the pathing, though. Regarding the pathing, same thing in the shops. Well, there was some, like, most of the decisions in the shop made sense, but some decisions were a bit weird, right? For example, the medic voucher, even when you know you have a lot of opportunities to get recruitment vouchers. Or for example, again, not picking the tomb whistle to not go into the Wonder to Wonderland. Yeah, kind of weird. It's an accumulation of mistakes like this, but though the main mistake here was clearly not going into the Wonder to Wonderland. And yeah, you reach floor 4, you have gone into only one Wonder. It's like you have skipped basically half of the map and half of the game. So you're only half prepared. And then you tackle the worst, in my opinion, the worst emergency right below Beyond Mountain Sea. So, fuck did you expect exactly? So yeah, the only thing I can say is go into this fucking Wonder into Wonderland. Stop with this squad too. I didn't even talk about the squad, but this squad is, even for new players, it's kind of whatever. If you want a good squad for new players, you might as well pick any tactical and start with a support that is E2 max level. In my opinion, it's much better because you know the E2, you know the unit you're getting. You're not getting one that is a fucking Palace or any other unit that he got. So yeah, I would say that if you do that, then you're necessarily gonna improve eventually. So yeah, this was it for this pretty short analysis, guys, and feel free to leave a like, subscribe, and see you in the next video.